Want you. I just got secondhand embarrassment watching B Simone and DaBaby doing that podcast. Like, how many different ways does a man have to tell you I'm not interested without him just coming out and saying it and hurting your feelings? She kept trying to twist his words to make it seem like he was interested in her, but he stopped her at every turn. Like, that's not what I'm saying. She's like, so you're attracted to me? And he was like, yeah, you're an attractive woman. And she was like, okay, so we're two people who are attracted to each other. And he was like, why I gotta be all that? Just stop. Even towards the end, she's like, I don't want you to go. Like, this man has said, we cool, we just friends, like in so many different ways. And you're just not getting it. It's so embarrassing. And you can really tell he really didn't want to be there. He seems so irritated. He was only there because he had to be there. But that's how women be getting their feelings hurt. A man will literally tell you without telling you, like,
just watch B Simone in a bed with DaBaby doing what I think is a podcast. I don't even know. They rubbing feet together. Well, she rubbing her feet on him. She literally asking this man, what are we? Now, when she first asked him to describe their relationship, he said, you my friend, you cool. I fuck with you. She said, so you not attracted to me? Like, you forcing this man to say he attracted to you. Okay, cool. He said, yeah, I mean, I'm attracted to you. You're an attractive woman. So then she gonna take it a step further. So we friends that's attracted to each other? That's when he had to put his foot down. No. We not talking about who's attracted to who, platonics and all that stuff. Listen, then he had to try to make her feel good. He's talking about, I don't want to talk about that because then I'm going to want to do something. Boy, you know you don't want to do nothing with that girl. And why are y'all laying in the bed? This is cringy. Okay, it was cute when you had a little crush. It was cute. Okay, whatever. Girl, that was years and years and years ago. He has made it very clear and obvious he don't want you for fake or for...
For years, Simone has been making commitments. B. Simone has been pursuing DaBaby for far too long, treating it like a full-time job, which makes it serious. What pressure has she been exerting on him? Despite the fact that it is much more awkward and uncut, people are drawing comparisons to Nikki Parker's pursuit of Professor Ogilvy. For those who are unaware, B. Simone is a popular comedian and social media influencer. She says she is all about wellness and optimism. Is that cool in your opinion? The issue is that nobody is actually waiting in line to see B. Simone's comedy presentation. Has anyone ever recommended that we attend tonight's B. Simone show? Exactly. However, given that she currently hosts her own Zeus reality show, You Are My Boyfriend, it is clear that someone did. I admit that I did watch it. There were occasions when it wasn't. It was stupid, awkward, and sometimes comical in the frequently disorderly fashion of Zeus concerts. But the problem started when B. Simone started doing a little too much behind the scenes. She advertised premium Instagram memberships saying, sign up to my IG subs if you want to see what we are going through with Jackie O and our sorrow journey. That move offended a lot of individuals. Now, let us talk about her obsession with DaBaby, the part that really made the internet go crazy. It is one thing to be playful or flirtatious, but this is full-on pursuit mode. Moreover, that is not even how DaBaby plays with her. I cringe when I see her pursuing someone who is clearly not feeling the same way. Furthermore, she is not the only one who does it. That is a red flag parade, DaBaby. But many people ignore red flags every day. When he seemed to hint that he thought she was cute or something, she transformed it into this whole, we are just friends who find each other beautiful thing. Girl, what? With let us say friends, DaBaby put a complete stop to it. It does not have to be like that. And that is the real question here. Why expose yourself to such public humiliation? But if we are being totally honest, Simone puts money above emotions. And that is evident in almost everything she does. Whether it is through Instagram paywalls, reality shows, or making headlines for chasing DaBaby, the hustle is constantly in the news.
That you guys want to be raw and real on y'all podcasts, but B. Simone, that interview with DaBaby was too raw for me. And when I say too raw, I mean too embarrassing. There should have been some editing going on in this, or the whole interview should have been scrapped. That interview was too close to begging for me. Her asking DaBaby to cook for her was equivalent to a man asking for his hug. Where my hug at? She kept turning up this little baby voice on him, and I think even he got the ick. He kept repeating himself, you my friend, we're not about to cross no boundaries. Honey, please read the room. Them being in the bed was already cringy. You're not setting up shop like this for nobody else. It's time to let that go. Shoot, it's even time to scrap that interview from the internet. I don't think...
Listen, according to a lot of sources, B. Simone is very smitten with DaBaby. To be honest, that is not even the complete story. He is not the only one. The pattern appears to be more complex than that. Anyone that fits those criteria, successful, attractive, and influential, seems to be of interest to her. She had a lively mood, was giggling, and was radiating flirting energy. But it seemed like he hit her with a buddy zone just as fast as clockwork. Just 3 days after appearing to get along on television, the man and his girlfriend, Natalie Nicole, were spotted together in public. After that, B. Simone was getting side-eye again. "Sis, how do you keep getting into the same situation?" they said. "Every time she gets close, it appears like the guy either ghosts her or goes back to his real one. Let us face it, no one is telling you that you can't, and someone is normal. But when the attention turns into chasing, pressuring, and doing it all on video for the world to see, people start calling it thirsty. She appears to be working very hard to get chosen, but the work is just not being returned, and the rebranding process as a whole is not truly rebranding. People will see right through you if you do the same thing repeatedly while speaking and dressing differently. Even if you call the pattern expanding, it is still happening in real time. And you see, everyone has the natural longing for love, but when it becomes an obsession, the universe tends to push it further away. You can never seem to get the one thing you want with that kind of enthusiasm. Real talk, you have to let go. In order for the chronology to support your relationship arc, you must truly believe that you deserve something significant without exerting pressure, seeking, or begging. When you are ready, not when you are seeking it. The right kind of love, success.
Just watched B. Simone in a bed with DaBaby doing what I think is a podcast. I don't even know. They rubbing feet together. Well, she rubbing her feet on him. She literally asking this man, "What are we?" Now, when she first asked him to describe their relationship, he said, "You my friend, you cool. I fuck with you." She said, "So you not attracted to me?" Like, you forcing this man to say he attracted to you. Okay, cool. He said, "Yeah, I mean, I'm attracted to you. You're an attractive woman." So then she gonna take it a step further. "So we friends that's attracted to each other?" That's when he had to put his foot down. No. We not talking about who's attracted to who, platonics and all that stuff. Listen. Then he had to try to make her feel good. He's talking about, "I don't want to talk about that because then I'm gonna want to do something." Boy, you know you don't want to do nothing with that girl. And why are y'all laying in the bed? This is cringy. Okay, it was cute when you had a little crush. It was cute. Okay, whatever. Girl, that was years and years and years ago. He has made it very clear and obvious he don't want you for fake or for...
Simone's actions are starting to take on the characteristics of an unhealthy obsession. Sincere dialogue. It is currently displaying more ego than emotion. Maybe she wants to know why he does not want me. What is the matter? I am attractive and have a personality. On other occasions, though, the answer is simple. No matter how funny or cute you are, you will not appeal to everyone. Additionally, it is probable that her sense of humor has insulted these guys in her situation. A woman who is gregarious, foolish, and forthright with her humor is difficult for many men to handle. They now view her as one of the homies, rather than as someone they would consider serious in a romantic relationship. As Judge Lynn Toller once said, "You should never believe a man who repeatedly tells you that he does not want you. The problem is that they usually express it through their movements rather than their words. Using phrases like, 'I love flowers,' 'I would enjoy a romantic date,' and 'I love thoughtful surprises,' you could be giving away clues all over the place. And that is the message if the guy never shows up with any of that, is constantly too busy, or simply ignores what you adore. Since he is not attempting to maintain you, it indicates that he is not attempting to provide for your needs. Even worse is when someone like Simone begins to seek a definition, a name, or a title. For example, 'Can we discuss who we are? What is this, please?' But you would not need to ask that if you were valued by someone. There would be no need for questioning, since the action would match the energy.
Is our relationship.
You're my friend. You're an attractive woman.
So we're friends that are attracted to each other.
Nah, but see, you don't even got to do all that. Like, why we can't just stop at friends? Don't get to talk about that you attracted to me. Because I'm going to do something.
No, we in the bed.
I'm trying to keep this. Exactly. I'm attracted to you. You're attracted to me, but we're friends.
There's a couple of things that I want to talk about here, but the main thing is never let a man tell you he doesn't want you more than once. And that man told you he didn't want you a couple of times, and you heard him, but you weren't listening. How many times and in how many ways does a man have to tell you that he's not interested for you to get it? This was almost embarrassing to watch a man like DaBaby, a man who already has questionable character, deny you publicly. And then why are we set up in a bed? He's telling you, well, yeah, I'll probably sleep with you, but it wouldn't be anything more than that. And you're like, you think that's cute? You're flattered by that? To be turned down by a man like this who has such little integrity, this man who publicly shamed, embarrassed, and harassed his child's mother, and you think he's a catch that you can't understand why y'all can't get together? Why are we even considering a man like this in the first place? The podcast is going the way that it's going because you are centering yourself a bit too much. Don't show us sides of your personality that really should be kept behind closed doors.
Let us be truthful. DaBaby and many other males probably spent some time behind the scenes because of the way they move. A few vibes, a quick connection, or maybe more. But dating? No, he was not going to go with her there. That is pretty clear. At this moment, you should genuinely question yourself. Do you like the guy like that? Or is it just his idea? Since it is significant. Many people are influenced by someone's influence, fame, or looks, but not the way they treat you. That is the primary difference between someone you were meant to be with and someone you want. Furthermore, when you know the vibe is off and you secretly want something real, why even let him get that close in the first place? You would only end yourself puzzled later if you let things carry on if you knew he was not a suitable fit for a relationship. It is unacceptable to act in a situationship while feigning love, especially if you identify as a relationship type. In the title, there is meaning. You cannot entertain hookups if you are out here claiming to be a relationship girl. Eventually, the words and actions must align.
Did you give me a baby?
Now you putting titles and you putting it in a box. Just saying like that ain't. Nah.
Would you be like my boyfriend? Boyfriend.
You my friend.
Okay, you saying friends like Tommy and Pam?
If they.
Why you don't want to do it to me? What you do? Boom. What if I was to try to kiss you right now?
I run out this room.
That's my phone. This ain't my phone.
Want you. I just got secondhand embarrassment watching B. Simone and DaBaby doing that podcast. Like, how many different ways does a man have to tell you I'm not interested without him just coming out and saying it and hurting your feelings? She kept trying to twist his words to make it seem like he was interested in her, but he stopped her at every turn. Like, that's not what I'm saying. She's like, so you're attracted to me? And he was like, yeah, you're an attractive woman. And she was like, okay, so we're two people who are attracted to each other. And he was like, why I gotta be all that? Just stop. Even towards the end, she's like, I don't want you to go. Like, this man has said, we cool, we just friends, like in so many different ways. And you're just not getting it. It's so embarrassing. And you can really tell he really didn't want to be there. He seemed so irritated. He was only there because he had to be there. But that's how women be getting their feelings hurt. A man will literally tell you without telling you. Like, I don't feel like a man has to tell you everything. Why do you want him to hurt your feelings and tell you straight up, look, I don't like you? Just take what he said. Take the signs. It's clear as day.
No.
No?
No.
Did you shoot your shot? Because you would shoot your shot.
Yeah. I'm like, what's up? Look at me. Look at me. He was like, girl, move. Goofy. Ha, like, you're funny. I'm like, I make myself too quick. I think that's the problem. First date, I'm like, what's up? Let him get to know you. No, we never went on a date, but I do, he's a great businessman.
I genuinely feel that Simone and DaBaby were having a physical altercation behind the scenes. However, this is hard to determine. She makes a public appearance and engages in flirtation with him that appears too intimate to be funny. She seemed to be exposing the truth while disguising it as comedy, but if it was purely physical for him and emotional for her is the real question, because it appears to be that way. From the outside, it seems as though she is happy to settle for crumbs in the hopes that one day he will wake up, spin around, and announce, "You are the one." However, she may have convinced herself that it symbolizes something more. It is devastating to watch that whole choose me, love me, select me vibe play out in real time. And let us be honest, we have all known ladies who have that propensity to lose sight of reality because they are so focused on what might be. Some women believe that love will bloom if they stick around long enough, and that by being trustworthy, understanding, and available, they might be able to earn a real position in his life. Just because you two hang together or even cross that line does not mean he sees you in that timeless sense. Attraction and affection are not the same as intention. Furthermore, when someone is just following the crowd while you are privately yearning for love, it is already one-sided, and you are the one who is getting tired.
It's still a pick-me.
Is it your foot? I love you.
I love you too.
When's the last time you've been in love?
When I met you, I'm like, I don't know how to take this girl.
You thought I was playing.
You were.
Do you think I am too alpha, too boss, to have the alpha man? Like, could a guy like you really, really date a woman like me?
Following B. Simone is spiritually dangerous because you cannot use God's name to build your platform, but then water down his standards to get male attention to go viral.
Or that was just for publicity.
What was your publicity?
You and B. Simone.
We ain't never said we dated.
I just see she really loves you, that's all.
B. Simone is a genius.
And here you are flirting with a man that does not see a future with you. That is bait, not boundaries. And the enemy does not need you to sleep with him. He just needs you to stir the pot and make you think that confusion is chemistry. Please hear me. The spirit behind flirting is lust. Lust is sneaky and it craves control. That's why flirtatious behavior opens up the door to spiritual danger. When you promote Jesus, but then you turn around and position yourself to be chosen by someone who does not share the same standards as you, that is instability. And this is not to judge her. It's about calling out spiritual confusion from someone who claims to represent Christ.
Talk about the podcast transfer as well. Of all the people she could have sat down with, why DaBaby? Why did she pick him specifically to spend screen time with when she could have worked with a dozen other celebrities and influencers? Does love have a role in this? Clout? Closure? Or is she merely holding onto her place in his orbit in the hopes of an unattainable goal? Please leave your thoughts in the comments box as we are monitoring everything. If the tea captivated you, remember to hit the notification bell so you do not miss a thing, like this video, and subscribe to stay up to speed on all the genuine talk. I will see you on the next one, my hushers and stars. Stay tuned because this drama is far from over.